Hello and welcome to Bricks and Bits episode 54. We are back. We haven't recorded an episode in about a month, so we have quite a bit of stuff to go over. We're not going to cover every bit of news that's happened, but we're going to cover a good portion of it, and then we also have a lot of stories to tell, I think, from things that have been going on in our lives. So I don't know how much we'll get into that, but this should be a fun episode. We have no guests, we have no sponsors, pretty bare bones episode, but next week we will have a guest. Yeah, I don't know if I can say who. He's pretty secretive, but we'll stay excited, everybody. Get hyped. The hype train begins now.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
Anyway.
not going to be as big as that last one we were hyping
It's
up.
the biggest drama in Lego history.
I mean, that was pretty crazy, but nothing ever really came of that. Like, the guy just went cold. Like, he's gone.
That's deep.
I don't know, man. Weird stuff. Anyway, it's been a hot minute. That's what I wrote in the topic outline. Life updates, ? Greg's great flood. Justin's smooth sailing. I guess it's not as smooth as I thought from from what I just heard. And Ryan's drowning. So there's your
I love
three
that. That's great.
real nice planned words there. So we'll start with Greg's great flood. This happened, I guess I'll let you tell a story, right before Toy Story 4.
Yeah, it was right the day before. Actually, 2 days before Toy Story 4 came out. Obviously, I'm hyped about that. Haven't seen Toy Story 4 yet because we had just like a week of rain here in Pennsylvania. Another reason to live in Florida, I guess, even though you guys get rain.
Bro,
Yeah,
and
everyone gets rain. It rains everywhere.
Yeah, this was like a week of rain and then just one day of just like raining for hours, like the hardest rain you could ever imagine. And my studio area is in like the basement of our house, like a finished basement. And all this water came in and soaked the entire floor. Luckily, all my stuff is on shelves, but I had to like dry out all of the carpeting and like redo like the bottom part of the walls and molding and stuff. And it's just been a nightmare. So I basically have lost 2 weeks of my summer, my life, and also my YouTube channels to fixing my studio area. So it sucked.
Yeah, I can imagine. Or
Yeah.
I probably can't imagine, but it probably does suck though. Like, that's
sure.
rough. I mean, at least
But everything's good now. We're back in business. So
Well, I liked you had a very positive outlook.
yeah.
Yeah, you were way too. I watched your video and you were way too excited. Like, I don't. I wouldn't say excited, but happy.
I'm just saying,
for
like,
your basement
my
having
thoughts
just
are-
flooded.
The way that I look at it is it could be worse. I could have had a fire and lost all this stuff. I mean, any number of things could have happened. Getting a little bit of water that wets your carpeting and needs to be dried is not that big of a deal in the broad spectrum of things, you know?
Which
Yeah.
was the box? Which
Ninjago
really?
City is my box that I lost. I'm a box hoarder, as most people know, and I have my big boxes kind of just sitting on the floor to make like a box wall, and the ones at the very bottom were the only things that got wet, and that one and the old fishing store kind of got it a little bit, but I'm going to have to trash Ninjago City box.
No.
Most people are just like, who cares? But like for me, it's like the box is a part of the set and part of my collection, so I'm kind
You
of
said
bummed.
you might buy another one, right?
Yeah, $5 on Bricklink, you can buy yourself a Ninjago City
Not
box.
bad at all.
So why not, right?
It's gonna cost more than that to ship it.
I wonder.
How do
I'm
you
gonna
even
try it
ship
out.
that?
We'll see.
That's a good question.
I'll do a video on buying a Lego box from Bricklink because I don't
Yeah.
think many people do that.
Buying an empty box. Yeah, that's gonna
Paying
be
$5 for someone else's trash. That's what I'll title it.
Jesus. So you had your great flood, and that's pretty much resolved now. Everything's fixed. Everything's squared up.
We're
on that.
all good. It was almost 2 weeks of trying to get everything back to normal, but it's like if you looked around here, you couldn't even tell anything happened at this point.
No, that's good. That's good then. I'm glad you pretty much got out unscathed, other than probably some. Maybe you got insurance on it. You have insurance for that? Flood insurance?
We don't have flood insurance because we don't live in an area that floods. This is just one of those things that's just unheard of. We've in 20 years this house has had water in it exactly twice.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a bummer, but
So what about Justin's smooth sailing?
Yeah.
I'd like to hear about something positive.
I thought everything was all fine and dandy.
No, well, okay, so yeah, I don't know. June was the best month in terms of like my work ethic, my views. I was with my fam, I was away from friends, so I was just working. I did like 2 lists, which I haven't done Lego lists in a while, and I'm pumping these out. I was keeping up. I had like an every 2-week schedule of a Lego list. Took lots of nights of effort, but like it paid off. I mean, June was probably my most successful month for videos ever, which is crazy because usually I would expect December to be.
Yep.
And December usually is, but like
Yeah.
if this June was successful, I wonder how this December is going to be. I might just leave where I'm at early and go to my family's house from like Thanksgiving to close so I could get like the most work done and just make like $1 million in 1 month.
There you go.
That's my life goal.
Dude, fucking. Oh, I just cursed on the. I just cursed on this.
No.
Sorry, everybody. Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, what are you gonna
Anyway,
say
I got too excited. I said for the month of December, we should all rent a house and lock ourselves in.
That's it.
That's the strategy.
Brick Show did. Remember Brick Show?
What
got
did
an
they do?
office. They got an office.
Oh, an
back
office.
in-
Yeah.
That's probably. Yeah.
I'm very against having an office space for my YouTube channel because I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I wouldn't work on it as much because it would just be like you have to go somewhere to do it, and that's
Mm-hmm.
tough. Like you just don't
Yeah,
have
they
as much
say
ethic to get in the car and go.
If once you're there, it would be really good like to work, but yeah, getting there it would be like gotta get out of bed and stuff.
It's
like
a good
that.
separation though, because you would go there, do your thing, and then when you come home, that wouldn't be a part of your like other time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's true. That is true.
You're trying to
actually.
find
That's a good point.
balance. But
I like
Justin,
that.
I like what you said there though, because I think a lot of people are wondering like, what's it take to be successful on YouTube? And you just basically said what it is. It's work ethic and working hard at what you do. And
it.
Yeah.
And passion, of course.
No.
It's work ethic, passion. Put those two
Yeah.
together. People always ask, what are the key? Those are the always thing that are consistent.
And if you,
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say if you put it on a chart and you have your hours played in Fortnite, you can see that goes down as your channel viewership goes up.
Yeah.
There's this correlation.
I'm telling you, I've been using a planner since I guess it felt like longer. I guess since the first of the year, or maybe the first of the year, January. I thought it was way longer than
Planners are sick.
This has helped me so much because it outlines everything. I have all my ideas written down, and I heard another technique from another podcast that if you put on work shoes
Work
and get dressed, but you stay and you work at home, apparently this will help you have more of a work ethic. Take it off when you're done working, because it puts you in that work mindset. Yeah, get dressed up, put on work shoes, put on an outfit. You know, don't be in your pajamas. Put all that on, and you'll have more of a work ethic because you'll think you're in a work environment. You do that at home, you take it off. So I might try starting that maybe to get more of a work ethic up here. When
A lot of
away
pseudo,
from family.
yeah, a lot of pseudoscience here. Interesting though.
Yeah. But so yeah. Anyways, but recently I've been thinking about moving and stuff. So we might have a whole another can of worms, and I don't know how that's going to affect videos, but we'll see. We'll see how it all turns out.
We're gonna get
As Greg said, it could be worse. But what were you gonna say?
a moving tour wherever you move to. You're gonna do
Moving
a tour.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, the day I move in, I would love to do like a.
just to
I don't know
quit.
if you want to do it the day you move in. The stuff will still be pretty.
Oh,
in
that's true.
flux.
That's true. Okay, yeah.
You don't want to
The
wait
month-
like a month.
The month
but
I
yeah.
unpack everything.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, because that's going to be probably the cleanest it'll ever be, and then it just goes downhill from there. My
I-
room right now is so messy. Like,
yeah,
it is-
without saying too much about your current situation, like
Mhm.
you have a relatively small space to work with,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I mean your Lego collection is probably about the size of mine or bigger than mine. I don't know, like in terms of like how much space it would take up, and like
Yeah.
I just like I guess you still have some stuff back at the other place,
Yeah.
but like
No, yeah,
when you move
trust
out
me.
and you have like more space, like I wonder what you're gonna be able to do with that, because
That's
I
what
know
I'm
now
looking
you can
forward
barely display anything.
That's literally what I'm looking forward to is more space. It's something I've wanted. Also, another thing, I want a treadmill in my room. If I have a treadmill in my room or in the main room, I could watch movies and do the treadmill. I would be so motivated to do more exercise, because now, I mean, I still do exercise all the time, but I have to like go to the gym in my community or whatever.
Right.
And you know, it's not my personal space, so I feel more alienated. So like, if I'm in my own space doing the treadmill and I have a TV in front of me, I could go for hours just watching movies, because I never have time to watch movies. So like, it would be a good way to watch this stuff. And that's like how I've been watching Stranger Things. I've just been watching it on the treadmill, but in this community gym, and it's much harder to do it there because there's people around and everything like that. So
I found that's a good way to edit your videos. Like once I have my videos edited, I don't know if you guys go back and watch your video to make sure everything's all good to go.
Mhm.
But I've decided that after I'm done editing, we have an elliptical, and I just set my computer up there, and I'll watch my video back while I'm on the elliptical, and it's like a secret way to get a little bit of exercise.
Huh.
You don't even really know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's great. Like, I was thinking, like, is there a possible way for me to quite literally like edit the video on the computer while exercising?
No.
I don't know about that, but yeah, watching it over, that's a good way, because I definitely need to watch over my videos more, because I always have mistakes putting it out. So
Yeah, I'm in that
Yeah.
boat for sure. Times are tough.
So, yeah.
It happens.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
what I say. I'm one person. I make so many. I make a video a day at the very least. Like, there's gonna be mistakes. Deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's but that I think the mistakes kind of add something to our stuff because it makes us human. People could relate to us because we make mistakes.
Yeah, and this is YouTube. It's not like it's television or whatever. It's not like you have a production team that's working with you. This is a one-man operation in most cases. So
And that's the best thing about YouTube is that it is this homemade thing. There is nobody telling you the rule. Well, I mean,
Well,
now they've been stricter, but you
say-
get the point. Like,
of the
What were you gonna
homemade stuff, there's a lot more produced stuff on it, like big companies now too, though.
yeah, which I see YouTube going that direction. I think they've pulled back a little bit like this year, but like they were trying to push like YouTube Bread and all this stuff, and I'm like,
Right.
that type of stuff.
That's
is
not
just,
why people came to YouTube.
Exactly.
People came to
Thank
YouTube
you.
to watch YouTube videos, not TV shows. Oh,
I
Yeah,
think
that's
you want to find people that you connect with and that are covering topics that you're interested in.
Of course, it's the community, it's the homemade feel. That's like YouTube, and
Yeah.
I'm glad they're pulling back from that because like they were literally killing their best advantage because
Right.
we have so many of these streaming services. There's no be the best streaming service already. It's already at that disadvantage, but none of these streaming services have user-made content.
Mhm.
So that's where this was the strength, and I'm glad. It seems like YouTube is becoming more community friendly. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw, but yesterday, leniency on the creator side for like copyright stuff. So like, I think to the copyright like specific.
And on that, but I'll save it for another time.
Yeah. There's so much we could write about the
Oh my
copyright strike here, but yeah.
so much you
Maybe
can write
later
about
in the
what?
video.
About the whole copyright
copyright.
thing. In particular, one video that I just put out that I got super frustrated with.
Was it
What
like
was
a
that?
music track detect?
Dude, we're at Cedar Point Amusement Park. This is gonna be real quick. 23-minute video where Clark's playing around. Universal Music Group claimed my video because of an 11-second clip in a 23-minute video.
Well, now I think you might be able to do something about that
Yep.
and edit it.
I did it the hard way. I basically just deleted the video because it
Oof.
was scheduled to upload, and luckily they identified it. I just deleted that 11 seconds out, re-exported it, re-uploaded it, and we're all good. But 11 seconds, you're gonna take the money for 11 seconds of
I know,
like just bypassing a song that's
It's
playing?
tough.
It's ridiculous. It's like you use that much, and then they take for the whole video. They'll take
Yeah, it's
all
like
your
the
money.
length of a television episode, and there's 11 seconds, and it's like, okay, it's ours.
And it's like they used to have it so that the licensors were like, when they would copyright it, they would take all the money and they in a disadvantage at the creator side. But I think now they have like a separate kind of the money's in a temporary place until it gets disputed. And if it gets disputed, you get the money, which I think works much better because they were just literally people were false flagging stuff.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
taking the
I mean, I
money.
wasn't going to dispute that, but it's I certainly wasn't profiting from their work technically.
Mhm,
Like it's one thing when you make a say a gameplay video of Fortnite and you have like a song playing as like the background music, but this was
Mhm.
like just incidental passing by something.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
I see.
Moving on.
I feel you.
Copyright sucks.
Come on.
Speaking of copyright, something else, not a law, but more of a rule on this end. Why should I follow the rules is my next topic.
Ooh, intriguing.
This was about a month ago too. It's because I've been waiting to get this one off my chest. This has been on this topic list for like a month. And
I know what this is
I
about.
thought about this a lot in Georgia too when I went on my like retreat trip, and I was just like, out there, trying to think about things and meditating. That's the word. And so. So it was the Jurassic World dinosaur set leak, and I was the one who accidentally leaked it, kinda. And so basically I ended up taking the video down on my main channel because I probably shouldn't have posted it to begin with. And then I don't know, because there's the whole thing, right, Justin, where they've threatened with the Lego Ambassador Network that they'll take away like sets that you get early, right? Because of these
what they
leaks.
would do is if you Okay, so basically there's two things. Well, if affecting like the Lego Ambassador Network, what would happen is they would be more like careful and not allow lower tiers to get as many sets early, get
Right.
press releases later, because back in the day, if I'm not mistaken, everybody used to get the press release at the same time, but recently a tier 1 like me would get the press release like a day before, and then the tier 2s would get the press release like a week before.
Right.
And it's becoming more. They're trying to like mesh this more and more, and it seems like less opportunities are going to happen because of recent leaks, which is concerning. But let's say if you were part of the ambassador network and you leaked it, you would just get kicked out.
Right, which I would understand. Like if I was in the Lego Ambassador Network and I had leaked that, if I was in the Lego Ambassador Network, that would be like what the hell am I doing? But I'm not.
Yeah.
Which is where my whole line of thinking here comes in. What benefit would I gain nothing from not sharing things like this. There's so many rules that I've been following for years. Just because, and I just kind of hit a wall. Like, why am I following these rules? I literally get no benefit from this, and there's no downside to me sharing it or not following it.
I'll tell you this.
Can you get in trouble for sharing it though?
That's the thing. There are downsides. You could get in trouble for sharing it.
In trouble with who? For what? Where?
Copyright.
Different.
If it's a leaked,
that's why I made a new channel.
I know, but like you're breaking copyright by doing that. Like, there's a whole law in the U.S. about like leaked products.
All right, let's look into this.
It was like if it was a situation with Apple or something like that back in a few years ago, but if
the Siri thing,
the company, I don't remember what it was. I think I don't know. I think it was like a factory leak or something like that. If the company hasn't revealed the product, and it's not available to the public, very lenient terms, you could get in trouble for it with copyright. I don't know the specifics. I learned this actually from one of the lawyers.
On a massive scale though. Like say one person found it and shared it, and then 1,000 other people shared it. How do they enforce that though?
That's the thing. It's almost like copyright itself, where there's so many gray areas. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's a good question.
Point being,
it's not like get the source like what Lego would do. They would try getting the source, but
yeah, my point being, I'm never like the original source of this stuff. I'm just sharing what everyone else is sharing instead of not doing it like I previously would. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like it's so difficult when it's a digital good. Like you're in possession of stolen property technically, but it's not like you went to a car and stole the stereo and then you sold it to someone else. This is like a digital thing that can be multiplied over and over again. It's so weird.
I think well, there's a few things. First off, you're not sharing preliminary marks, right?
No.
Like preliminary. That's good because those specifically say it. So you do have more leniency if it's like the Jurassic World one. But you were the first one to share the Jurassic World.
Unbeknownst to me.
D2C. But something like that can hurt opportunities for not only for like people like me in the Ambassador Network, but also the general public. Because as we saw with that Stranger Things one with where it leaked early and the licensor was ticked off, and what happens is the licensor, if a Lego set, take this, if a Lego set ever leaks early, Lego is charged with a fine. I don't know how much that fine is. I don't know if that's a monetary fine or if the licensor doesn't want to work with them again. I think it would be a monetary one. And by revealing something early, by leaking it, you're hurting the company, right? Because Lego didn't reveal it yet.
Sure. And
also, another thing is you're hurting your opportunities, because if Lego sees that you leaked a product, they might not want to work with you. So I'm not saying working with Lego is the best thing ever.
I actually do need to talk to you about something like that. Hold on, I'm gonna type it at the bottom.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
We'll talk about this after the podcast, though.
Okay, I'm curious actually. Yeah. Okay.
Everyone's now wondering
just
what you're
a conspiracy. It's a theory, but I do have a couple of interesting things to that. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to say more about
that topic until after.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't want to say anything about it on here yet.
Either way,
but it's something that I've been mulling over weirdly in my head.
You being the one who leaked that Jurassic World D2C, I don't think Lego would. If you applied for the ambassador program, I don't think they would accept you.
Which is now my point. Why am I going to bother following any rules from here on out if I'm not gonna get into the network anyway?
Well, because
I literally gain nothing.
Because you know the rules. You know the rules.
It's
and if you're breaking those rules,
not a law.
I know. It could possibly be the law. They have more legal justification to go against you if you continually do this, because they could go against us for a lot of things, and that's something I like about Lego. They could go against me for using the Lego logo in thumbnails. They could go against other people for using the Lego logo. They could go against us for like reprinting instructions, but they're
reprint instructions?
kind about that. Yeah, reprinting instructions is against copyright law.
Yeah, but when did I reprint instructions? Wait, what?
I'm saying in general. I'm just saying this is a community. This is a community thing.
Who reprints instructions?
You like online, if you ever catalog instructions. Also, another thing, cataloging Lego sets is apparently against the law, like on Brickset or whatever, stuff like that. But Lego has a policy called fair play where they allow it because it's like, why wouldn't you allow it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And if we don't respect their policies, then why should they respect us, you know? That's kind of how I see it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see your point. You're saying that
Mm-hmm.
they're lenient right now, but if Ryan does what he's talking about doing,
They're going to become more stricter and stricter. And
sure,
people have been saying that VIP early releases are going to be taken away because of Stranger Things. Nothing has happened yet, but
Right.
I
They're
don't
literally
doubt
doing
that
a
they would.
VIP early release this month. Like,
Yeah, I know. I eventually, if this keeps happening, I could see them doing it, but again, they haven't, so maybe it's all BS. But yeah, so I think it's just a respect thing because you know that. And
I know what. Hold on, sorry, you cut out a little bit for me.
oh, sorry. You know the rules that they have set.
Yep.
I've always said this. If it's in a store, it's okay unless said otherwise. If it's from an official retailer online, like a shop, you're okay to cover it unless said otherwise. If it's revealed by a actual news site and it says image provided by Lego Group, you're okay to cover it. If it's revealed by Lego themselves, you're okay to cover it. And anything beyond that, I probably missed one or two things.
Right, that sounds all correct and on the up and up.
So like, that's my point.
I don't know. I just hit a wall and I basically was like, what the heck am I doing? Like, I'm just going to start kind of doing what I want to do instead of what these people have decided are the rules. Mm-hmm. Like, you're just losing me. And then the other, I wrote growing frustrations following that. Like, I'm losing the excitement to go out and buy a new Lego set, if that makes sense. Like the T-Rex set and the motorcycle that's coming out, and I don't know, you name it, any of these D2C sets that I get really excited about. I think they're all awesome models, but I'm genuinely like losing excitement to go out and buy them when I like the guy from Beyond the Brick, and I know this has been confirmed that it's okay, but it's just, to me, is just the most wrong thing I've ever seen. I don't know, there's a lot of wrong things I've seen, but it's like top 10. And like, why am I gonna go buy this new Lego Creator motorcycle and spend my money on it when 5 other reviews are out on YouTube, including a guy who's not even in the land, but some guys he's friends with are, so that he gets the set early anyway and he can show it on his channel 3 days ago? Like,
well, I got clarification
I'm
on that.
losing it.
He's part of Beyond the Bricks team now.
Yeah.
Like, officially part of Beyond the Bricks team.
What defines
because he's part of Beyond the Bricks,
you could
guess
just
they
say,
can.
Ryan, Ash and Flash, Brick Attack, you're officially part of the Just Too Good team. Here's $1, and like I you know what I mean? It's just so gray.
Kim said, okay, here's what Kim said. He said, if I say, okay, send it to Ryan, I'm gonna be away. He said it's okay as long as you follow all the rules. So if I go on a big trip, which I might be going soon,
so what's the
I
point
might
of the
outsource them
land?
to you.
Well,
They're trusting me to trust other people. You see what I'm saying? They're putting their trust in me. They're putting their trust in Beyond the Brick to trust. I wouldn't give it to any schmuck. I'd give it to you guys because I trust you guys. But like, you know, I'm not going to give it to some random person. So it's their trust. It's a responsibility they're giving me. You know, see what I'm saying?
It's just, I don't know. It's something I've just been, I think about like once a week, and I'm like, what is going on? This is ridiculous. But then I'm also at the point where I'm like, now I kind of feel like I'm turning into like the Brick Queen, where all I do is complain about the land, and I'm like, I don't want to be that person. But there's also things that I feel like I have legitimate gripes about, and so I don't know where to stand on that. And I'm just like,
I think, okay, look, I think if you continue doing what you're doing, you won't be in the land. But
I
if you really
don't think that's gonna happen, but
about not being like,
I just reapplied like 2 weeks ago, and I didn't get a reply from anybody.
You get a reply? Did you? So they didn't confirm or deny you could get in?
I just didn't get anything back. Yeah, so
I got denied.
Oh, really? I want to do this.
Back when we talked about it, I applied that night, and I think it was right before the studio flood of 2019. I got an email that I'm denied. Apparently, I'm not the.
What'd they say?
2 issues.
Oh.
Number 1 is that I'm not involved enough in the AFOL community.
That's
one
thing. One thing, I am not involved in the AFOL community, so I don't know.
That's what I was wondering. Like, I don't know. And then number two, and this is even more ridiculous. Number 2 is that in my channel header, a fan of the channel, made me like Greg and Clark minifigs with the Brickatech logo, and I have that as my channel art, and apparently that's a problem to them.
I was gonna say, somebody else I know, like, problem with the land, like they got the same.
Yeah.
Again, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why they allowed me, because I have.
I was thinking the same thing.
I
don't know how. I'm not much different than
owned
you
by
are,
me.
to be honest.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. I will never reapply again.
You'll never reapply?
Never. That was their only chance. I'm done.
Ooh,
that's the classic. I know.
Stand by it, bro.
Yeah.
They lost their chance to get Brickatech as a part of their land.
Something valuable. I think you would have been a great one.
So now I'm gonna start sharing leaks just like Ryan.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, we're gonna go
Okay.
two in one. We're gonna go in on a leak channel.
The leak squad.
Ryan, you said you made another channel. Did you do like an M&R Leaks channel?
Yeah, it's called M&R News.
Oh, okay.
News.
News.
Wait, this is a channel.
You saw news on your main channel.
This is a channel by itself, or this is your
this
M&R
is its own
News
channel.
segment?
If you look up M&R News channel, you should be
Okay.
able to find it. It's got like 1,000 subs.
Okay,
So-
I'm out of the loop on that, but
It's a thing I went in on, and I'm going to continue to do. That's why I made the new
one final
channel.
question for Justin on.
Oh yeah,
on
go
this.
for it. You could ask me anything about it. I'll be honest.
Not about the land, but say Ryan
Mm-hmm.
shared a leak that he got from some source that was public. Could he put in the description image from whateverplace.com and avoid any kind of issues with
If it's from a retail site, sure.
What if it's not? What if it's from Billy Bob's Instagram?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
they wouldn't. I don't think that's fine. I don't think that's okay.
Point being, though, that's why I made the new channel, so I don't care if it gets a copyright strike.
But
it's not going to take
Bricks
much
was
though,
doing,
Ryan.
like,
you have 3 problems and your channel's gone though.
I mean, if that's that's why I made the channel, though. Like, it's kind of a disposable. If it happens, it happens.
Just a test.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hey,
Screw
at
it.
the end of the
Stick it
day,
to the man. You know, like
your life, your decision, and I get what you're doing. So.
that's where I'm at. Like, just stick it to the man. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and they can eat it right now. So the way I feel.
They turned me down, so I'm not gonna defend.
They turned me down too. I mean, here we go. The fascinating thing about it is it's really like you have to be like a goody two shoes. Like, literally the reason I'm not in the land is because I feel like Han Solo, right? I got kicked out of the academy for having a mind of my own. The reason I'm not in the land, quote pseudo quote, because I don't remember exactly what he said, but I'm pretty sure when we talked to Brick for Virginia last year, the main reason is because I made Brickbuster, which makes me controversial.
Yeah.
So because of a couple videos I made and said what I wanted to say about people, I'm not in the land. I don't have access to every big D2C set coming out early a week ahead of time. Like, it's so arbitrary, and that's where I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, why am I following their rules when they clearly just like, screw that guy? Like, I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out the real reason that I got declined. Like, I feel like they're stretching here a little bit.
It does feel like a stretch.
Like, what am I doing wrong? You said, like, I don't know.
It was
I
the
feel like
minifigure and what else?
It was
not being in the AFOL community. I'm an AFOL. You're talking to me right now. You're in the AFOL community,
which means like I guess I don't do a weekly show with a bunch of other people that are in the community, and I have
I know, right?
I have a Lego copyrighted work in my channel header.
Yeah, which
those are the 2 reasons.
I'm violating both of those, so like.
So am I. Maybe that's the real reason.
I don't know, man.
They just didn't tell me.
It is kind of ridiculous that you got. I didn't think you would.
They're
I
dead
thought
to
you
me.
would be in, yeah.
I know, it's fat.
Ryan was like, "Oh, you'll have no problems."
I thought so too. Maybe they didn't. Maybe your channel is just like slightly too small, and they didn't want to say it. But they also don't
that's
have
the
like
one compliment they had. They're like, "Well, you have a good number of subscribers. There's more to the, you know." I might publicly share the email that they sent me.
Ooh, juicy.
If I didn't already delete it, I may have.
Oh no.
Who deletes emails?
I was just over it.
You were that angry, clearly.
I'm not really angry.
I know, I'm
I
kidding.
feel offended a little bit though. Like
I'm surprised. I really am. I thought you were gonna get in, no problem.
Same here.
yeah.
Maybe
I
it
don't
was
know.
your
Hey, guys, welcome back.
you made a
No,
video with
I
fake
still have
Lego.
email. I'll post it publicly so people can read it.
You should make a video
It
about it.
says you have a very impressive number of subscribers to your YouTube channel, but the Lego Ambassador Network is focused on the AFOL community, and we can't see your level of engagement and interaction with the AFOL community. Furthermore, your channel logo infringes upon the Lego Group's intellectual property and trademark, the Lego minifigure. And we do expect recognized communities to adhere to fair play policy as stated in the requirements for recognition. Hey guys, welcome back. That's it.
I'm trying to think.
I'm lost.
Well, my header before, because my header's new from last year, but I got inducted like January 2018, and it still had minifigures in it. So
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it actually
Dave,
has real
Ryan-
pictures of minifigures.
Ryan, I feel like being that this podcast is on your channel, you'll be okay on part 1. Part 2, you're gonna have a problem with though too, aren't you?
I am. Wait, what's part 2? Oh, the minifigure.
Part 2
and
is
that thing.
the intellectual.
David
property.
Hall has the minifigure as his profile picture. I'm really
Mhm.
lost on that.
There you go.
Who else is in
Well,
the land
it's-
on YouTube? I'm doing like quick searches. What are the
You
other
know, it's,
YouTubers?
and I'm not saying this in a mean way, but like, you know, a lot of things in life aren't fair, and people get opportunities.
Oh
over
no,
other
literally,
opportunities.
life's not fair. I
Sucks, yeah.
completely
It
understand
does.
that.
And I'm not
Here's
saying
the way
to
that
be-
I see this,
Yeah.
and this is like the positivity coming out. I know they probably have limited spaces for people, and maybe I'm not the best candidate. I'm just a guy that makes Lego videos with his kid. I don't typically do news-related stuff. We're just sharing what we do. But I do feel like we would be a good person to get maybe a set or two for free that we
That's
could.
what I'm saying. There's nobody like you on there, which would be so cool to get you on there.
Yeah.
Right.
Apparently not to them.
Yeah. Well, hey.
Again, it's not about getting stuff for free. It's just like I just want to have it and have a fair playing field for other reviewers. Like it's just I think Jangbricks is kind of in the same boat as me, right? Did you say it? I heard somewhere he wants kind of to be in the LAN.
He said it. Apparently, yeah, he said that.
For probably the
I don't
same
think
reason
he's
that I really want to is just to have stuff when everyone like early. Like that's the only thing I really care about. Like
That's why I want to be in it in the first place.
I would pay for the sets, although they give them out for free anyway in there. I just that's where I'm really lost. But
Well, hey, look at it this way. They got back to Greg very quickly. They haven't gone back to you yet. Maybe you might get in.
No,
I mean, that'd be crazy.
Maybe I did it.
Imagine
too late.
after all this, you get in. Like, how would you react?
Matt, there's been a 2-week long debate on this.
Like Kim is fighting for you.
Probably not.
Like, no.
I doubt it, dude. I man, if they were stretching for a reason to decline me, they're not gonna have to stretch very hard to find a reason to decline you, Ryan. No
there's
offense.
so many. I mean, but on the flip side of that, because Kim might be watching, I would clean up my act. Is all I'm saying.
See,
I would have a reason to clean up my act.
Don't
Right now,
compromise just for
This is
that.
the reason
gotta
that you
be
don't
true.
join the LAN, man, because this is gonna change who you are, and you're gonna be less.
that's
of
another
what
thing I've
people
been
like
thinking
you for.
about. I want to make a video that's like, can you trust these reviewers that are reviewing sets early?
Oh no! Come on.
Not a shot at you, but like, should you trust the guy beyond the brick? Should you like whoever else is reviewing these because they get them for free? Their vested interest is to say good things so that they'll send them more free things, right? Like
Alright.
you can't.
I
Like
have
I
a
know
few
that's
comments
probably
about
not true of most people, right? Like I completely understand that most people aren't doing that, but it's entirely possible.
Yeah.
That some people, you know, it's definitely it's in the back of some people's mind. It's like if I say that this is bad, I don't know, maybe they'll cut me out of the LAN.
Yeah, let's be honest. Like, if I got a set, I'd be like, you know what, I got the set for free, but I'll tell you what, it's way overpriced. Wait for a sale. Wait for 20% off. Wait for clearance. they would hate me.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest about it. And maybe that's
Okay.
what they saw.
A few things. First off, that's the reason actually I think Jang didn't want to join in the first place, because he apparently used to get stuff for free with these RC companies, and they started to compromise his content.
Yeah.
That's what he said in a few blog posts. But anyways, for me personally, people call me negative all the time. I'll
Just
be
the
honest
negative.
when I'm honest. The one thing I always said was, if I'm joining the LAN, I don't want them to compromise any of my personal content. I don't want them to influence my opinions. And I stated this like when I first joined, and they said you could be as honest as possible. So there's been
Which if they said anything other than that would be an absolute terrible thing to say, and they would get roasted.
Well, I'll tell you
for it.
this: I've worked with people before, and they said, "Please be polite."
Go
about whatever."
go easy on us.
So, and for anything like that, I would do a video that is not. I can't do a review. If they said, "Please go easy on us," I can't do a review. I would
Right.
not call the video a review because that's not a review. So
If you have to say that, you're not confident in your product.
exactly. No, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah,
So,
clearly they would not be confident in their product. Who is Racing Brick? I've never seen this YouTube channel before. Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Oh no! Come on!
Why is this channel in the LAN?
No dirty laundry. Come on.
I'm just scrolling through reviews of 10269 because I was curious who all had it. Who is
Which
Racing
is
Brick?
10269?
The fat boy Harley Davidson.
Oh.
Channel has 17,000 subs. I've never heard of it before. They have a website. Let's see if their website is satisfactory or what the deal is. What is this?
All right. No dirt. Come on. You don't even know the guy. I don't know the guy.
I'm not saying that the person is a bad person. I'm just asking a simple question. Why is this person in LAN? Maybe because they have a website that has I don't know. I'm confused.
I'll be honest.
I've never heard of this person.
Be a great addition to the LAN, Ryan. I think they need somebody like you in there, but it makes me sad when you said that you would clean up your act if you got in.
By clean up my act, I mean like sharing like things I shouldn't share.
Does that mean there will never be another Brickbuster again if you join the LAN?
Dude, if they're gonna kick me out for making a Brickbuster on Brickloot, who's selling just copious amounts of fake stuff at conventions, and kids have no idea. Very likely. Kids have no idea. Brickloot has disgusted me like on a level I haven't been disgusted by. It's not really. I don't know if it's the kid, like just Brickloot as a business
company.
Like the mom. Oh my god. Oh, you talk to the Rebel guys. There's some Brickloot mom stories.
Hey, that was one where they sent it to me for free, and I wasn't really a big fan of that.
Yeah. So. Sheesh. I don't know.
Summer's here. I think people need another Brickbuster.
I know. I don't have time to work on it right now, but I would like to get
video.
That's a great idea, Justin.
December videos are always the best.
I would like to make another one though. I'll never have a chance of getting in the LAN though if I call out Brickloot. What am I gonna do?
No, I think one they would probably be cheering you on. They're like, "You're selling fake Lego, yeah, come on."
The Brickloot thing is really disgusting though. Like you go to the convention and it's the way they sell their products is rather deceiving. Even for me. So I can't even like if I brought my 10-year-old, is he 11? My cousin Corey. If I brought him along, he would never know. So basically, they have their stuff kind of packaged into their own custom white boxes, and some of the sets are genuine Lego product custom models, and some of the sets are not genuine Lego brick custom models. And for the most part, other than like this is an official Lego brick inside or whatever, and then like maybe like slight changes in the packaging, unless you're like me and you're paying attention to that, parents and kids that are going to these conventions and spending God knows how much money on their garbage just have no idea. Like it's like one of the most disgusting things I've seen, and like I've got to get that one out there.
I remember, when I got one, I was really like, because there was like a fake base plate. There was like a bag of fake bricks.
The fake base plates. I'll tell you, I got like 10 of those they were given away for free last year. I had my friends get me some just to have. They also sell Lego food parts that aren't Lego food parts. It's like literally like just copies of like Lego food pieces, like carrots and bananas and apples and whatever like Lego food accessories that they make, and it's just appalling to me that they're getting away with it. Like I've talked to a few people, at Brick World, just like people, and they're probably the vendor that most people would want out of Brick World, and I want to talk to the guy that runs Brick World about that, because I just there's new ownership, and so I wonder if I go to him and I'm like, look, this is disgusting. I want to just walk up to the guy and be like, what is this convention for? You know what I mean? Like phrase it like that. And he's like, Lego fans. And I'm like, what is Brickloot selling? Not Lego. So what are we doing here? Would be the basis of that conversation, I think. Like, I don't know. That's it. The whole Brickloot thing though is yikes. We got to get on that. Brickbuster Brickloot's going to happen.
I didn't know it was to this extent. I'm really interested. That's a good one, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rough business to look at. Like, tough times.
What else? Yeah. I understand. I would love to have you in there because, like, you're more concerned about like logistical stuff, like, oh, can I use this? Can I use that? And I think you can make some cool topics in the forum. But like,
They wouldn't like you, Ryan, because you stir stuff up too much, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes it has to be said, but like, it's stuff I don't, because like you've come to me with stuff I'm not too passionate about, where you're like, okay, this is bothering me because of this, and I think that would be cool to like see it. So I hope one day you get in there.
I just thought of this, but like, out of anybody in the land, is anyone more connected than I am? Like
with what?
Like just with people. Like, does anyone like pay attention to other channels and like just like talk to other YouTubers?
I would say beyond the brick. I know you don't like.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's
like,
I guess different, but like I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not a part of the AFL community. I'm just a YouTuber. I don't.
Yeah.
You're gonna get an email that you're
gonna. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I hope
You've
not.
admitted your guilt right here. I'm not a part of the AFL community. I'm sending it in. I'm sending the clip in. They got a bounty on your head.
This year. Last year was a little rough because like they sent me like all these Ninjago sets and like in the boost, and I didn't review them, most of them. That was actually the Ninjago sets I was harsh on, but this year I've been they've been sending me stuff, and I've been more on top of crap because now outside of school, so I can do whatever I want.
Right. Oh, did you just drop it?
No, I've said it. I think I've said that. Have I said that
you
on
have
podcast?
never. As far as I know, that was not public information. Justin, do you want to drop the big one again?
All right, next thing.
Interesting. I didn't know.
I say I do YouTube full time. I do YouTube.
Okay.
And people are like, oh. People are always like, oh, don't do YouTube full time. But like any job.
What's wrong with it?
Here.
Yeah, exactly. You could get fired from anything. You could, if you play NBA, although you make millions of dollars a year, so you'd be fine financially no matter what. You break your leg, I don't know. That could be it. Like,
there's lots of people that go to a secure job on a Wednesday and they're told that that's their last day.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the time.
It's true.
So, have fun with it. Why not?
But this was all good. This was good.
So, Lego Ambassador Network, I'm gonna dude, what if next year I make like a 2-minute video and I dress up like a president and like all decked out. I guess I would have to do Danish, right? And be like, vote me for Lego Ambassador Network. And I just do the whole like da 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 da.
People are going to be spamming on every social media post. Vote Ryan for.
That'd be so funny.
Not another.
That would be so funny. Post. Oh my god.
But like, legit, I'm gonna be honest. If you did not make the league channel, I think you would 100% have gotten in. And I still think
that I would have gotten in though too, man.
I don't know. I think because like they've talked to me and they've mentioned Ryan like a bunch of times that they want to work with him. So like,
ooh,
where's this? I never hear of this.
Oh, remember where they were saying that? I thought you were the one who told me, and then I heard it from them that they want people on.
Oh yeah, that's what Danny told me.
Yeah.
So
like somebody from there told me that they were like, oh yeah, Bricks and Bits. They didn't even know about the Just Two podcast. They're like, you're part of that one by Ryan, right? Bricks and Bits. We want people on there. So I'm like, oh okay,
The best Lego themed podcast there is. Sorry, Just Two podcast. I haven't listened to an Ashencast. Is Ashencast cover Lego stuff or movies?
No, it's not.
Movies.
It's all for movies.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, I was like, I haven't listened to one of those yet, but I guess it wouldn't be really my style because I don't.
Watch out, the Just Two podcast is coming back soon, so it's going to whip Bricks and Bits in the butt.
You're going to destroy the podcast that you're part.
They're two totally completely different podcasts.
Oh my god. I'm gonna destroy it. Honestly, I'm very surprised. I know this is way off topic, but it doesn't matter. Hopefully, people enjoy what we talk about regardless. But the amount of like topical Lego stuff that just happens on a weekly basis has, within the past like 3 years, I guess, has really surprised me, and especially like with this podcast having started like I guess a year and some change ago. There's just constantly stuff. Like I'm very happy with it. Like there's nothing wrong with it. I love that there's always stuff going on. I'm just very surprised. That was something I was worried about when I was starting M&R News, even like I don't know, 4 months ago. But I mean, there's just a constant stream of stuff coming out of Lego now. So good job, whoever's doing that. Keep doing that because it's working well. Like there's just always something happening. So
for sure.
Speaking of stuff that's happening, the VIP program. This has been long rumored that there's been some changes coming, and it's about dang time. That being said, these changes are. There's one bad thing about it, and I'll save that until I can get it to load on my screen. But have you guys looked at the new VIP program?
I have. I don't think Greg has.
Tell me all about it. I want to say my reaction for this.
Do you want to? Can you open up Lego.com on your computer?
I have it. Yep, I'm here.
Okay. Lego.com. Then on the top right in your account, go to VIP loyalty program and press Learn More.
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. And so
I think you had the link in there, so it just says welcome to VIP. Earn points for buying Lego sets and more.
Yeah. Do you
you have to actually join this again, even if you're already VIP?
You just fill in your name.
You press the button and then.
Yeah.
For me, I just pressed the button and it transferred my account and it was like, okay.
Oh, well, I had to put in my name, but I'm trying to submit it. For whatever reason.
Do you have any VIP points now?
Yeah, I have. What? Oh, good. Sorry, Greg.
Okay. Yeah, it transferred my points to I don't know how much I had before, but now it's 1,754.
The multiply, I have 7,000. I want to say because I've been saving mine in anticipation of this. The multiplier on points you had before to now is 6.5. That's what the multiplier is. And as far as I can tell, they have not devalued your points. So if you had, say, $10 worth of points before, you now still have $10 worth of points now, in terms of what amount of money you can turn it into to use at a Lego store. However, it's just on a much bigger number scale. For whatever reason, they decided to do that, but that's what they did. So I'm going to share my screen now with thebrickfan.com because I cannot get it to load on my computer for whatever reason. I could get it to work on my laptop, but not on my desktop, so I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, so the new VIP program, you can do a couple of things that are pretty interesting. The first thing is that you can, and I want to say I said this in M&R News, I kind of got a tip on this one, that you can buy old items on the VIP shop, like old
retired promos.
Yeah, basically retired promos, which there are a couple of. It's actually a little bit more lackluster than I was expecting. I'm hoping they add more stuff later down the line because
there was the big one, which was I wish I was like you and saved my points.
The Bat Pod. I only had half as many points as I would have needed for that anyway.
I know.
That's the sad thing. 15,000.
That goes for $2,000.
2,000.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the point conversion exactly? I have 2,500 points right now. How many dollars is that?
Hold on. $1 equals 6.5 points. That's for earning it. Go to I can't get it to load on my computer. Go to the thing where it's use your rewards or whatever, and then there's a thing where you can get a voucher for Lego.com or the Lego store, and whatever that is what you're looking at. You said you had how many points?
I have 2,500 points, which is enough to get tickets for a fantastic day in Lego House.
All right, looks like you're going to Denmark.
For 2 Avengers Endgame signed sketched art print by Andrea DeVito.
Ooh. I don't know what the deal with that is though, but I couldn't tell you. So
it goes for 1,500.
It's kind of cool.
I wish I could have gotten that promo so bad.
Yeah, think about it this way: if we went in the morning to the Lego store, we could have bought that much sets, and we could have got that and tripled whatever we paid. But yeah.
I mean, I would want the Bat Pod because I watched all the Batman movie. Oh, I guess I haven't been on the pod. I watched all the Batman trilogy from 2005, 2008, 2012. Really liked it.
Oh,
and now I want Batman stuff.
Dark Knight Rises, Batman. I gotta rewatch those, but yeah, those are great.
Oh my god, those are so good. I really liked the Joker movie, and then I was sad when the Joker wasn't in the last movie, but Bane was pretty cool anyway. So, oh, that's why he wasn't in the 2012 one.
Yeah, he passed away. I think it was before the Dark Knight even came out. So before that movie came out.
Oh, that's a crying shame.
Yeah.
I knew the guy was dead because there was this Kobe Bryant story I think about him or something, but that he had met him, but he was dead, which was funny because it was BS.
Oh, dang.
What's his name? What's the actor's name?
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger. Yep.
Ledger. Yeah.
Because Kobe Bryant wanted to know how to get in that mindset for the NBA playoffs or something. I was like, what is this? I don't know, something, but that's how I knew he was dead. But yeah, I didn't know that was the timeline of it, which is
January 2008 while the movie came out, July 2008.
That's so terrible. That could have been. Yeah, how old was he?
He was.
So obviously you only see him with
the.
How did he die? What?
Bro.
No, he was the best Joker, and he could have been so. There could have been so many good Joker movies. No.
I think he got nominated for like
Bro.
Or,
there could have been so many good Joker
Wasn't
movies.
that the movie kind of messed him up because he got so, like you were talking about Kobe Bryant, when he get in that mind state, he got so into the role that it like morphed him and made him like depressed and dark, and this is kind of what came. I don't know though.
Yeah.
But it's like superhero movies never get like nominated for Academy Award. He won for Best Supporting Actor for the Joker. That was how good it was. Like,
yeah.
Dude,
crazy.
that's so disappointing because he was that young and like, oh my god, there could have been. I loved the Joker in that movie so much.
Yeah.
Wow, I
and
didn't know
apparently
that
they
was
planned for him to come back in the because if you remember in Dark Knight Rises, they had the Scarecrow back.
right.
He was supposed to be that role. Like the Joker was supposed to be the role that the Scarecrow had in that, but a bigger role.
Damn, that's so disappointing. I didn't know that was what happened, like timeline wise. But wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now I know. That's depressing. Anyway, I cannot get VIP program to load. But basically, the new VIP program, the biggest issue I have with it, and I'm sure a lot of other people are going to be complaining about this in the coming days when they figure out that this is a problem, is that you can no longer, as far as I'm aware, walk into the Lego store, swipe your card during your checkout, and be like, yeah, I want to use my points.
No.
It just doesn't work like that anymore.
Okay, screw this program.
So you have to redeem them all on these things. They
You
have.
have to
Oh,
redeem
come
it for
on.
your voucher, and then say you want to use your voucher that you've already redeemed online at home before you went and used it. So it is terribly convoluted. I did do the math on the voucher stuff. You can get like, I don't know, is it 6,500 points for $5 or whatever? I don't know what the conversion is, but whatever it is, you basically, no matter how much you're using to get your voucher, you're not getting a better deal over time, and it's still 5% for points. It's still like, it's the same exact money wise, I believe, as the old program, again just using different numbers. The only issue I have with the new program is the one I just said, and that's that you can't use your points on a whim. It's got to be premeditated.
Well, I'll be honest. At this point, I don't even think I'm going to use points anymore because
Well,
what if another thing like the
Conspiracy.
Batpod comes up?
Oh, okay.
That's
I
a
was
lot of
gonna
extra
say,
work to do. I see that it says money off your next order on Lego.com, and you can redeem. You get $5 for 650 points, and then you can go up from there. So you have to redeem that. I'm assuming you get some type of code then that you have to put in when you check out. Is that how it works?
no, you would just have it on your card. I think it's just a terrible way to do it.
No, they're going
No,
to
if you're
reroll.
ordering online though, I'm saying like, say I wanted to do this right now, $5 used at Lego.com, I could redeem 650 of my 2,500 points.
I wouldn't know.
I'm assuming they give me some type of maybe they just connect it to your account, but that kind of sucks.
It
I do
does
like
suck.
the fact that like I'm looking through their stuff they have here. Most of this stuff's like throwaway garbage, but the Lego Iconic VIP set, which is
Are
We
you there?
lost Greg.
Or is that me?
We lost Greg.
Greg.
Rest in peace.
I'm here.
He probably
Oh,
succumbed
you're
to
back,
the flood. Oh, he's back. Okay.
All right, so I don't know what you caught of that, but it looks like you can redeem the Lego Iconic VIP set for 500 points. That's kind of cool.
I saw that. That seemed like a really good deal too, because that set's like 150
Heck
pieces,
yeah.
and that's like $4.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the like
it's like
amount of
$4.
points. It's like a dumb, stupid deal. So if you don't have that set, you should probably get that with your points. But
I'll tell you, outside of that though, most of these VIP exclusive rewards are like, at least in my opinion, kind of crappy.
yeah, no, I agree. That's what I said I was disappointed earlier. I was expecting a little bit more. So
Well, I like that there's retired promos, but there's not enough retired promos. you
yeah,
know?
I assume they'll add more at some point. I think this is just
Maybe
kind of
they'll
like a
rotate it.
let's see what's up type thing. Yeah, I don't know what the deal with that will be. That's entirely possible. But I hope they add more stuff. I'm sure they will as more promos come and go. I'm sure they have a giant backlog of stuff in a warehouse somewhere. So we'll see.
The
It'll
most-
be-
the most
Are you gonna get
interesting
angry
one-
about this, Ryan?
Am I gonna get angry? I mean, I can if it's gonna make a good
Yeah, I
video.
mean, this kind of goes back to your thing of wanting to feel special when you go to a store and buy a set to get the promo, and then they allow the promo to anybody at any time. Does that get
So
you?
okay, so this is okay. That's actually a really good point you bring up. But I will say this: I think that with this new system in place, where it's apparent and obvious that at some point a promo that you've purchased might become available again, I don't think I will be upset anymore if that happens, because I'm going into it knowing that it very well may happen. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Versus before, where it was just like, hey, this is our promo for May the 4th this year. Oh, hey, you can also buy it at Legoland, and you can do this and that. And I'm like, but it was the May the 4th promo. So what are you guys doing? But now they have this program where it's obvious that they are going to recycle things, and that's fine if that's the way they want to do it. I just wanted to know beforehand when I went to the Lego store and bought a bunch of stuff back in May, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And I guess with this, there's no guarantees either. Like this thing's like a couple years old. It's not like they had the last like 3 promos on here available either.
Yeah, which I was actually kind of, I thought there was going to be like a ton of old stuff, but guess not. That's all right. I'm sure, again, there'll be more stuff added in.
If they rotate it out, or I would love to see exclusive, like, not like coloring books, but like exclusive things. Like, imagine like
what's wrong with coloring
t-shirt.
Books?
Well, they're coloring sheets. So,
dude,
like,
I'm so.
They're downloadable too. It's not even.
Yeah.
It's like a downloadable coloring sheet for 10 points.
T-shirt's a great idea. I'm down on that. What other ideas do you have, Justin?
Well, like, okay, so basically this reminds me of Club Nintendo. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Club Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
But it was. Oh, so Greg, you knew about it?
Yeah, one year I like did all of my points and I like Mario playing card.
You got a Mario playing cards?
Yeah.
That's stuff. That type of stuff I want to see. Like stuff like that. That's very niche kind of tribute stuff. That like physical sets that aren't available anywhere else, and you could only get them from this program. Either that or just more physical sets, like the Bat Pod and the VIP stuff. So that's what I would like to see. But yeah, I think this has a lot of potential. What's shown here, not very exciting, but a lot of potential. It is annoying that they don't have the quick thing for VIPs, but I don't know if I'm going to be spending much points because I'm going to be like, hey, maybe something cool is going to come out.
Right. Yeah. There's really no reason to spend points at the Lego store anymore. I mean, you know what I mean. It's the same money either.
You're tight on money.
It does kind of bum me out though, because it is nice
point.
when you're ordering a $100 set and you have $10 of points on there that you can just drop that off right away. This looks like it's gonna be your points and then apply them to your. Man, that's kind of a pain.
Oh, there's one more thing we haven't talked about, which is awesome. This part's kind of awesome. It's almost like Club Nintendo. I think Club Nintendo had this. You could get points for doing random stuff. So like,
I did. I got my 100 points.
Yeah. I don't know if you know about this, Greg, but like,
I saw it. Yeah, you have to like go to their Facebook page and like do all.
You literally just click those things and it gives you the points. You don't have to like.
Oh, okay.
Do anything.
You have to like check out their Instagram.
Yeah, check it out.
That's it.
Okay.
So yeah, you just click those and it gives you 25 points each. But yeah, I'm down for that. That's pretty cool. Conspiracy time though. Lego made this new program so that less people will use their VIP points by making it more convoluted to use your VIP points.
Absolutely, 100%.
Oh, it's
like
a no
it's
doubter.
rebates.
It's just like going and getting a gift card for a restaurant. What they're hoping is that person never redeems that gift card, but they got their money anyway.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, rebates are the same thing where like they say, cash back bonus on this by buying this. If you mail in this rebate, nobody ever mails stuff in. It's like a 15% like mail in rate. So like
that's lower than I would have guessed. Dang.
Yeah.
Here's a question.
Very low. Yeah.
Say double VIP, which is something that people really look forward to. Will it be as exciting anymore knowing that there may not be anything in this rewards thing that you're interested in?
I just feel like yeah, for you wait, you be patient, you'll get something you want, I think, eventually. But yeah, that's a good point too.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
I don't know. I'm excited to see what they have with it. I hope people still use their VIP points and squeeze every penny they can out of Lego, who is clearly doing the same in return. So we're gonna. Speaking of pinching every penny, can we move on?
Sure.
So speaking of pinching every penny out of us and how I say you should do it for Lego, the two 2020 Lego Star Wars sets have been revealed and they're more overpriced than ever. We have the Obi-Wan's hut, which is actually kind of a cool model for $30, 200 pieces. Not great price per piece, but that's what you expect with Star Wars. This is kind of the standard $30 model now, the playset display set.
Mm-hmm.
I need a word for that, but I don't know. This is basically Octu Island Yoda's hut kind of thing. I don't really have much to say about it. You guys have anything?
This is my least favorite of those three.
Of what three?
Yoda's hut, Octu Island. This is number 3.
I agree.
I totally agree with that. It's like, I mean, it's cool that it's a new place we haven't gotten, but the only thing I like from it, because I think the build is kind of crappy even for compared to the movie. The only cool thing though is the Leia.
Yeah, the Leia hologram is nice.
So that's a really cool piece, and we know that will probably be reprinted soon, but still, really cool piece. So.
Right. And the other set revealed was the Luke Skywalker's Land Speeder, which is the one that's received considerably more talk on the internet, I would say, and for bad reason, because this set is being released right on the heels of it just being retired 6 months ago. This new one has been revealed 6 months later, and will be released in 6 months. So there's been 12 months without this set on the shelves. They've basically released a model here that is aesthetically incredibly similar. Now there's obviously some small design changes, as there always are with Lego sets, but I mean, sure, for the most part, this is a very similar model. They've upped the price $20, taken a minifigure out, and added some stupid Jawa build off to the side.
$10, right?
$10, sorry, bro. Yeah, didn't mean to say that, but
man,
this is a tough pill to swallow.
If it was everything the old one had, like, but they took out R2, right?
They took. I don't know what they took out.
Tusken Raider, right?
Yeah, they had a Tusken Raider in the other one, and R2 in the other one.
R2, yeah.
Right.
So it's like, really, like.
You added some filler to justify the extra $10, and now you got stickers instead of those pipes that wrap around the front.
Yep. So
they made it a little more accurate because I guess the front is longer, but yeah, other than that, like, it's pretty bad. Like, as a new set, it's just like the side build sucks too. Like,
yeah, the side build is actually like,
that's the filler. That's how you're like, well, it's not just a vehicle; it's also a little hut thing type.
Look, at the end of the day. Sorry to interrupt, but if both of these were $20, okay, I'll take it, whatever. I mean, yeah, another land speeder, whatever. But the fact that both of these are $30 is, I hate. Okay, which Lego puts so much into Lego Star Wars, and I know it's probably Disney doing this, but like, they make it such a big theme, and so many other themes could do with this compared to Star Wars, and it's that age-old thing of, oh, this theme's better, this theme's worse, and it's all my own personal opinion, but like, this annoys me because they're literally ripping you off with these. Like, this is like ridiculous. Yeah,
this is the land speeder, especially when you look at the old one, is quite disgusting.
The Obi-Wan's hut looks so small to me. Like, Oct 2 I felt was a little overpriced. This is like way overpriced.
Yeah,
like, this is so much worse.
So this brings me to another point of mine that I've been mulling around for a while, and I actually had it written on my whiteboard. I literally just erased it yesterday, and that's why I remember it. Lego is overpriced, and Lego knows it. Like I understand there's a lot that goes into a product like this. It's more than just plastic, right? But when you see a price hike like this with no real addition to a set, this set feels more like subtraction, even though the model does have some nice new things, some nice new angles on it, or whatever you want to call it, but this is not worth $10 more. It's kind of like an iPhone 5S to an iPhone 5. Like, but now Greg,
I have a few things to. Oh yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say Greg had a great point about this before the show. Is that, you want to say it, Greg? You'll put it.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about making a video on this, and it might be a video by the time you're listening to this. It might not be, but I want to talk about like the problem of being a long-term Lego collector here. And even at $20, I'm thinking, if you already had the previous land speeder to this, is it justification to get another one? But Lego, and what they're hoping is that as a kid you cycle through, and then the next kid comes through and he gets a land speeder, and the next kid cycles through. So you're not supposed to be collecting long enough to end up with 2 or 3 land speeders. You're supposed to have one, and this might be your land speeder when you're 8 years old.
That's a really good point.
Which I understand, but why not just keep the other one on shelves for 4 years if it's selling that well?
Exactly. Like, how many land speeders do you need? But I guess that's the problem with Star. What do kids like? Vehicles. There's a land speeder.
Yeah,
well,
I guess.
I'm really curious. There's 2 things. First off, I have a point about all that, about the pricing. But first I want to say is, with the Harry Potter sets, that is going to be the real question, because Harry Potter's back, and in the old Harry Potter line, they would cycle through. Mm-hmm. But with these Harry Potter sets, the Hogwarts sets all connect to each other.
Right.
So I'm thinking, since they're only based off the first 2 movies, the first ones that came out last year, and then the ones that came out this year is based off the 3rd and 4th movie. I wonder if those they'll keep on shelves, because they're literally meant to connect to each other. And how it worked back in the day was that they kept the 2001 on shelf for like 3 years.
I mean,
and they rotated sort of like this.
In recent history, I can't think of anything that's been on the shelf for more than 2 years.
Yeah, so
other than like
that's
the
the thing I'm wondering. Yeah, because it's like like, will they remake the Great Hall again, or will they just keep doing section? Yeah. That's what I'm. So that's it's going to be really interesting, and I think Harry Potter has the potential to stay on shelves forever, because it's like it's era of like because it's like based off the first movie, so they can make the excuse of these are the first movie sets, you could still get them. And what I think they should do is maybe keep sets longer online, so like you could buy it on shop at home for like 5 to 6 years,
Right.
and then so that you could connect all of these, because like if somebody gets the Hogwarts edition 5 years from now that connects to all the way back to Great Hall, like wouldn't it be smart to still have the Great Hall on shelves? I don't know.
Yeah, you make a good point. But I think one of the appeals of Lego collecting is that it is only available for a limited time, and if you don't act now, you're gonna miss out on it. But I think that's a good point, because you get part number 4 of a 4-part set, it's kind of a bummer not to have 1 through 3, right?
Yeah.
Or
No,
whatever.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. We'll see.
I do
Also,
wonder
another
what
thing I
they're gonna
had to
do with
say
that. Find out in a year.
Well, in a year we'll see how long they stay on shelves. And they said it was one of their best-selling themes last year, so I think it has potential. But another thing I had to say was that I don't think these are really Lego's fault. I think this is Disney's fault, because you say Lego's overpriced, but I think the Lego Hidden Side theme is amazingly priced. I think the Lego Movie sets, for what's included, like there are pricey sets, but like they have good value, is my point. Something like this, Disney probably has a specific price for it, and they say, okay, Lego, do this, because if you see, this follows the exact same format as the Disney Princess line. The Disney Princess line is this level of overpriced. It has the same like price per piece ratio, I guess. Very similar, at least, where you'll have a set with 200 pieces and it would be $30.
Yeah.
And it'll only have one mini doll. I know mini dolls are more expensive than minifigures. But yeah, it seems like Disney sets are more overpriced. But yeah, what were you gonna say?
This is like, I'm gonna come at this from like a parent's perspective. Say you whatever at, and they see this sitting there for $30. As a parent, I'm very much likely to like push them towards the thing like Fortnite or whatever. That's $8 for a skin, and they play it for hours and hours and hours. Versus this, which is gonna be built in 30 minutes, and you're out $30. I just wonder how this is gonna play out as Lego goes on and video games continue the way that they are, especially the free to play ones.
Yeah, and I think as more people become aware of this, as Lego becomes more mainstream, I think people are going to see, yeah, why should I buy this when a new one's coming out in a few years or whatever?
Yeah.
And if kids start catching on to that, then sets like the Land Speeder probably won't sell as well as they once did. I mean, like this year, apparently we're getting a Millennium Falcon.
Yep.
Like we literally just got one last spring.
I just feel like if you're gonna keep remaking sets every 3rd year, why not just keep them on shelves for 3 years and then do it 2 years after that, instead of 2 years on shelf, 1 off, 2 on.
I'll say one thing with Star Wars, because Disney has this thing where they like keeping like the packaging different every year for Star Wars,
which makes sense.
So the one thing is that the packaging would be out of date.
But why
back
not
in the day,
change
you and
the
me
packaging
know exactly.
over time?
That's what I say. Why don't change the packaging? But they haven't changed. They haven't done that
They haven't done that in a while.
In 2010 or 2011.
When
that would be the smart thing to do.
Wait,
just change the packaging and then
Well, they did it with Toy Story, for the packaging. Did they do it with Star Wars? I don't think they did it with Star Wars. Yeah, 2010.
No, they remember there was a few that they did it with. I thought you pointed out to me, but I know there's like.
I know they've done it before, like 2003, 2004. No, that was small boxes. That wasn't.
No, but Anakin Starfighter.
Oh, 2008. Yeah, that was the Clone Wars. Yeah, but that wasn't Disney's doing. That was Lego, I would assume.
There was another one. There was like a poly bag of the Stormtrooper that went from a red packaging to the blue packaging from 2009 to 2010.
Stormtrooper poly bag. Oh yeah, the speeder one. Yep.
And I think there was one more box set, but I might be wrong.
They did do that, but they didn't do it with everything, which is weird. Like, if you're gonna do it, just go all out. But the other hard part with that is getting, then you have a mix on shelves. So I don't know what the deal with that would be if they did it, but clearly they have no interest in doing it. They haven't done it for 10 years.
Well, that's why with Harry Potter, another reason why I think they're going to keep these on shelves for a while. If you see the Harry Potter boxing for this year, the only difference is the color of the logo. I
didn't look close enough. The characters aren't any older on the top right.
Nope, no difference.
And I thought they would make them older every time.
Yeah, that's the thing. The one thing that initially annoyed me was that the Harry Potter stuff last year had old versions. It had the versions from, I think, the 6th and 7th movie, when all the sets were the 1st and 2nd movie. But in the grand scheme of things, that makes sense, because if they keep them on shelves, it goes each year, and now they'll fit in perfectly. But like I said, they did silver to gold. So
Okay.
that's just a little bit. But other than that, everything's the same.
Next year's bronze, I guess. I don't know what other colors
Yeah, I
they
can
got.
see that. Yeah, they can do that. And
All
they
right.
can do like a white. I don't know.
San Diego Comic-Con time. This was a reveal today, right before we filmed this podcast. This is, I guess I'll be buying this for $200 on eBay. It's the Sith Trooper bust for Star Wars Episode 9. This is our first look at a Star Wars Episode 9 Lego product as well, which is kind of cool.
Good point. I didn't even think about that.
Now, the most interesting thing, other than the actual character itself, is that on the box it says Early Release Edition. And that could totally just be a, like, hey, we're releasing this before all the other Episode 9 toys. Or it could be a, hey, we're going to be releasing this as its own set for everybody. But it obviously isn't obvious which one that would be. So
yeah, that's a good point. And I think BrickFan pointed this out, that like it could be Target, because Target likes selling red variants of things.
I see.
So
after that cluster on the Darth Vader bust.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take that over not being able to get it at all.
Yeah.
I'm fine with exclusive products. Just make it, if you're gonna sell it publicly and not at a Comic-Con like Target, have a release date and time and stick to it, so that
the only thing that annoyed me about all that was the card thing. But
you have to have a barrier, otherwise you can't control how. Well, not that they controlled who was buying how many anyway.
They do that with they have like little cases with Funko where they'll put a chase in there of like a con exclusive, and it'll be on stores. So do something like that. And I don't mind. I mean, I've kind of gotten harder on con exclusives. I used to be like, oh yeah, con exclusives are great, but like after seeing what they did with the Darth Vader bust, where I thought that was a step in the right direction, seeing all these Comic-Con exclusive figures and sets not being available at like a Target or Walmart, I'm like, dude, you should just do that for all of them. Like, I think that was a really cool thing.
Well, then it's no longer a Comic-Con exclusive, which is the tough part about that.
That's what I think. Funko does the same thing, where they have they sell con exclusives at stores, and I don't mind. I think that's better for the community than having it's better press than having it be just
it's I go both ways on this. I like and dislike con exclusives. One, because they're expensive, but then I like them because they're cool. It's cool to have something rare. Like, that's the point of collecting. So it's a tough spot. It's a tough spot to get. You can never make everyone happy, I guess, right? So that's where I'm at on that one. But either way, someone's gonna be unhappy.
Yeah. No, that's true.
But yeah, cool model overall. The interesting thing is this was revealed on Yahoo, and Episode 9 wise, like as far as the story goes, apparently these are going to be like in the movie and fight people, so that'll be pretty dope. I don't know how that's going to work exactly, but that's a thing. I don't know. Sith Trooper.
What do you think of it, Greg?
Are you going to buy it?
I think it's pretty cool. I feel like the Darth Vader bust, I don't love that much. I feel like I got wrapped up in the hype of that thing.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, I'm going to get this, and you can only get it like during this like 10-minute window that it's actually available or whatever. And looking at it now, like I have it sitting here and I'm just kind of like, it's okay.
What have I done?
Fun with the buildable Darth Vader than that, to be honest. But that's with a 4-year-old,
That's what I hit that wall. I was cleaning my room yesterday, or doing my shelves. I did like a live stream, and I was just like pulling stuff off the shelf. I'm like, I'm going to sell this at Brick Fair. I don't need this anymore. Like, why did I buy this type of stuff? So
it was the hype.
Yeah, exactly. Like the 100 Lego stores minifigure. Why do I own that? What am I doing? I'll take $50 for that, sure. But I don't know.
It's like those little Walmart exclusive ones, the 60th anniversary or whatever. I as much as I didn't like them, I ended up getting them, and they're just sitting in a box.
I didn't get those. I'm glad I didn't. I know that wouldn't. I don't know. If it's Star Wars, I should have it.
They restocked on them.
Yeah.
It was just like they went so down in value. So yeah, I've been trying to hold off on all these random exclusive things like this year, because I'm like, yeah, they just kind of sit in my collection.
Right.
I'm more of a fan of like old rare stuff. So like getting like a old rare minifigure is cool. But like nowadays, it's just like everybody's trying to resell and everything. So it's not as rare as you think, and it's just whatever.
Right.
A part of me just wants to rebel against this whole exclusive stuff, because it just gets this hype built, and then everybody's trying to clamor for it, and then this stuff goes for insane amounts of money, like those Lego Movie 2 brickheads, and it's like, I'm not even going to participate in this crap,
Yeah. So, speaking of participating in crap, Lego sets at Walmart are out on early release. I make it sound like they just got out of jail.
Yeah.
Basically, I want to say 2 weeks ago, Walmart got, I guess July 1st would have been the day or something like that. Walmart got some of the $20 summer 2019 sets, and they had this whole display that was like, get them here first, early release sets now at Walmart, and it had like Expecto Patronum, the Batman $20 set, the Minecraft $20 set.
It was all $20 sets from various themes.
Right. And
Which
I just felt like that was a giant slap in the face to American consumers. That's a way
that was cool.
No, it's not cool because they've been available in Europe for a month. That's why it's not cool. It's early release, get them here first, only because we arbitrarily decided to not release them until August here. If this was May 1st, that's cool. But I just feel like since they've been available for a month overseas, and I already had one of the sets at that point for a month too, it's not cool, and it's a slap in the face to someone like me, or anybody for that matter, I feel like, that just, if you lived in Europe, you would have had these for a month. I don't know. It was a weird thing to me to see them do.
Yeah, release schedules are weird, and they tick me off from time to time, but like, I thought this was fine because we get stuff early, they get stuff early.
Oh, it goes both ways, absolutely. Yeah.
It goes both ways. So
I just
if
feel
there
like
must be something beyond that has reasoning for June versus August.
Right.
Like, I don't know if it's like scheduling or something like that.
It's, for me though, it's not like, oh, we didn't get it in June. It's more of them making a big deal out of us getting it on July 1st. Even like, it's not that it's.
Well, I think it's unrelated because, like, for example, the Minecraft set was available there, and that's not available.
Okay, that's the only one. Fair enough.
So, like, you know, it's just
other
a broad.
than that,
okay, these are some August sets that you could get early.
I just feel like if they just released them, that's fine. But if they release them and they have and they did have signage saying that these are early release, get them here first. Like, come on, they most of these have been available for a month elsewhere. Like, why is this a big deal? Because it's not.
Well, because, you know, the U.S. hasn't gotten it first. So.
I know, but I disagree.
Early release for us.
I disagree.
It's a new way to sell a product, you know?
That's my problem with it. I think it's a slimy way to sell your Lego products. If there exists such a way, that's it.
We have those sides of the coin. Where does Greg fall?
I'm kind of split on it. It's like you could almost, your argument can almost go towards anything, Ryan. It's like, well, they had this video game sitting in the back for 6 weeks or whatever. They could have sold it to you early. They chose not to, or they did. They make a big deal of it, hype it up. I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal that they do that. I think it's cool for people that are super hyped about it and thought they'd have to wait another month.
But yeah, don't get me wrong. I went out and bought 2 of the sets. Like,
yeah,
it was nice,
I know.
but...
I'm not like upset with them for doing it. It is what it is.
Yeah. All right. We'll move on from that. It was just something I wanted to chat about real quick.
I think they should do it more, but yeah, it would be cool if they did it with more worldwide releases.
If they're gonna do it,
how about if we got it? But how about if we got it before Europe, and then people in Europe?
If the same thing happened flipped and Europe got this thing that was like early release, get them here first. While I might not notice it, I definitely still think it's still a bad thing to see them do. Like, you released it in America a month ago. Why this isn't early release?
The Barnes and Noble has an exclusive deal to like sell the Harry Potter sets early.
Yep.
And Walmart's kind of lying by saying get it here first when they have Expecto Patronum as well.
Ooh.
And also the Lego store has all of it.
Oh no.
So
yeah, weird happenings. Yeah, I don't even know. And then
why was it just the $20 sets? Though I don't understand that. Like, what's the point?
Because that's what fit on a pallet, maybe. Just to have a small selection of sets. I don't know.
Interesting.
I think it's a cool. Like, I in the future I would like to see. Yeah, if we get it first worldwide, that would be.
It doesn't, like, if you're gonna do it everywhere and just be like surprise early release, that's fine. But then I don't know. It's all segmented and it's all a huge mess.
They also they do this, but they don't advertise it with some of the Batman sets around November. So they'll put like a little taste of them. They did it with Lego Batman movie with the, what is it called? The Joker thingy, the Joker, whatever it is, Joker limo. And then they did it the next year with the Joker Manor.
Okay.
But like, they'll give you a little. They also do it with City. Like, they'll have City sets in November. Like, they used to do it with Toys R Us, where they would have like a small selection of City sets, and then around after Christmas, you have all the other ones.
Right.
So I think they're just advertising it this time, but they've done it many times before.
Interesting. Anyway, we should move on. We have another big Lego set that got revealed. The Fat Boy. I'm gonna buy. Oops, wrong button. I'm gonna buy this. Did you didn't get this? Did you, Justin?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, I'm gonna buy this. Greg, you gonna buy this?
I love it.
Motorcycle. Have you ever owned a motorcycle?
No.
I don't think I would ever own one either, but they're cool.
Same here. I'm not gonna buy it, but I really like this. Like,
it's a very nice model.
It's such a unique thing, you know. Like a Lego creator expert motorcycle. Like that's really cool because for motorcycles, usually we see them minifigure scale or we'll see them with Technic. But
Right.
seeing all these pieces come together, like more Lego System-esque pieces, it looks beautiful in my opinion.
Yeah, other than like the rims for the wheels, right? Is that the only part that's kind of like not system?
I guess, yeah.
That's
I
new.
think are those exclusive?
They have to. I've never seen that part before.
I think they're new to this set.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's interesting, but yeah, I it's just such a really cool. It's a really cool idea because like, yeah, the cars were cool. Like the Beetle was really cool. The tour bus, and then people were like crapping over the 007 one, and then there was one this year, right? Was it the Mustang or something like that?
Yep.
Yeah. But this feels so fresh. It feels new, and I didn't even know this, but Harley Davidson did partner with Lego back in 1976 for one set. But it does feel like a really cool, interesting license, like a Harley Davidson license for Lego. I think that's really fun.
Yeah, it's increasingly obvious every time this happens, though, that they are doing more one-off things like this and Stranger Things and everything else that they've been doing recently with stuff like that. So
appealing to
for
people
it. It's
outside
good.
of Lego.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, for sure.
always great.
And this will. I'm anxious to see like these big bad biker dudes that
Oh
are
my
buying this Lego
God.
set and sitting down and building this because they have that motorcycle.
Biker
Have you
gang
seen
invades Lego store. Just, that's
The additional,
what a
I don't know
look.
if the additional images show it, but in the press kit they sent, they had these pictures of this big tattooed guy building the set, and I'm like, I love those
Oh
pictures.
my God.
It's just like, it's not what you would expect from a Lego fan. Not in a mean way,
Absolutely.
of course, but like I love that. I love when Lego
It's not the
touches people outside
what's
of
the norm?
target
Not the
target
norm.
demographic.
No, but like the stereotype.
Yeah,
For,
stereotype. That's
you
cool.
know. Interesting model though. I like it. Very cool. Very
And
nice.
unlike say the 007 car, it's actually really, it has a good price. $100 I think is perfect for it.
Very
yeah,
fair.
it's a it's kind of like tolls on the highway. 2 wheels cost less than 4, or 2 axles. I guess the car's 2 axles as well. Never mind. My point has been negated by myself. Terrible point. Just costs less because it has less wheels. That's the point. We have a couple more Lego sets to look at, I think. What do we have?
Yeah, I put these in the Avengers helicopter drop. I just want to hear you guys' opinion on it because like,
I mean, I know it's not accurate, but I still thought it was like a pretty neat set. I like that you get Hulk in his actual Endgame uniform, unlike in the what's the other set? The set that the other set that has Hulk. And then I also like what's the gold thing that flies through the sky? I know it's a lot the gold thing. I'm showing it on screen.
It's part of the Chitauri. I can never say their
yeah,
name.
but
There's a specific name to them. And I don't even know the name, but yeah.
I like that they made that model. I know it's like way smaller, inaccurate, but it's nice that they put it in Lego and you can get it in some form. I don't understand the helicopter though.
It would have been cool if they made the bigger version of that as the main build. Like that would have been a really cool set on its own. Just expand that and get rid of the helicopter. But I think Greg will say this. Why would they make a helicopter?
Kids love helicopters.
There you go.
Have
That
to.
is the truth. That is the truth.
Wow. Kids
So,
love helicopters. What a concept.
That's literally why.
You know what kids love more than helicopters?
What do they love?
The Hulk in helicopters.
Yeah.
That's how that meeting went at Lego.
It's big
That's exactly how
helicopter, an Iron Man suit, even though for Pepper Potts. I think,
and one firmly overpriced price.
exactly. There you go.
And you are set to go.
So,
All things considered, actually, $60 probably isn't terrible for this set, but
hey, there's one thing though. This is a big thing though because with Marvel Studios movies, Marvel Cinematic Universe films,
right,
they usually do one wave and they're done. The only other time I think they've done it besides direct-to-consumer sets is there was one Civil War set that came after Civil War came out because it had a spoiler in it, that Spider-Man suit and everything.
yeah,
So this apparently is going to be part of a bigger wave that has like 4 sets.
which makes
So
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what were you gonna say?
No, I just said that makes. I was just gonna say that makes sense because they've been doing this the last few years where they release a set early on Black Friday for a wave, like they did with Star Wars with the Darth Vader's castle, and then they released the rest of it. Like I guarantee you, on the bottom of this box, the copyright will be 2020, not 2019. Even though it technically came out in 2019, it's still a 2020 set.
Well, it's more the fact that we're getting a second wave of the movie.
Right.
That's something that doesn't happen with Marvel.
Yeah, because I keep getting asked, like, are they going to make more Endgame sets? I'm like, dude, I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, here you go. More Endgame sets. Hopefully more pertaining to the actual movie and less fantasy helicopter stuff. Like, are we going to get another motorcycle and, let's see, a mech? We need a mech. We got to cover all the bases.
In, like, a vehicle into every set, and it's like, there's not much vehicles in the movie, so we're going to get more stretches. But if it leaves room for some missing minifigures, like we never got the Ronin suit for Hawkeye or some of the more spoilery characters, I would love to get it.
Yeah.
Like, they could do so much here, and I like that they're doing extra wave. And it makes sense because Endgame is one of the biggest movies of all time, you know?
Is that out on Blu-ray yet? I might actually buy that. I like that movie.
Really cool. It's coming out August, I think.
Okay. I just want to rewatch it, I think. I don't usually want to rewatch movies, but I was way too into Thanos.
There you go. Yeah, well, you get Infinity War. Or wait, you do have the Infinity War. Or were you borrowing it?
I was borrowing it. Yeah, it's on Netflix, though, I think. Which
That's
I have
true.
right now.
That's true. This one isn't going to be on Netflix. It's going to be on Disney Plus probably, though.
Ooh. Yeah, I got to get that when Clone Wars comes out later this year. Mandalorian, I don't know what the deal with all that stuff is. They haven't said anything.
I wonder if there'll be sets on either of them.
I think there's going to be, like, a Mandalorian set. I don't know what the deal is.
I could see them doing one, like, because remember, Vader's Castle was, like, the Black Friday one. Maybe they'll do another Black Friday set that could be the Mandalorian.
That would be pretty
Vader Immortal or whatever is, like, rated T or something, so it would be, like, a more niche one. I think Mandalorian's going to be, like, PG-13, so...
I don't think they need to be, like... But the thing with the Vader thing is, like, that's not as, like, mainstream as Mandalorian will be. Mandalorian's going to be, like, an ongoing TV show, so there's no reason there won't be more than one set on that, unlike the Vader Immortal thing.
I think they're going to do, like, a set or maybe two, you know?
Really?
Because I think it's going to be more adult, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm excited to see what it is. Yeah, if it's more adult, I'm all for it. Like, I don't care either way, but... Yeah, I guess we'll see.
And, of course, I mean, with Disney Plus... Disney now owns The Simpsons. Please give me more Simpsons Lego sets.
Just get your word in now. All right, Overwatch. The game I don't play but own all the Lego sets for. Yippee. Junkertown. What is this? Junkertown Roadhog? Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah, Junkrat and
Roadhog. I was reading the sign on his thing. Junkrat and Roadhog, and then we have the hamster ball, the wrecking ball. Yeah. Greg, thoughts?
What do you guys think of it?
Dude, I love the Junkertown one. I think that's a lot of fun, especially the big fig from that. The hamster ball.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's so cool, especially with his belly tat. It's so cool.
It's a whole new piece. It's like, look at his leg detailing. Like that looks fantastic.
It's incredible. Not only does it's a really good display piece for the adults, but kids could have a lot of fun with the motorcycle too. So
and it's $50. And the Junkrat minifigure has a new hair piece. Like they went all this, and that's something with the Overwatch theme in general. They just go all out. Like
yeah, this is incredible.
I think it blows my mind. But yeah, what are you going to say about the wrecking ball?
Yeah, the wrecking ball or hamster ball or whatever it is. That one I can't tell what it is. Like I don't follow Overwatch, so I'm just looking. This reminds me of the Sistar Starship a little bit.
Boy.
I guess.
Yeah, I see
I could see that.
I don't know about this one. What do you guys think?
I just like the figure.
Yeah, it's a cute little build. I haven't. Does it not like curl up into a ball to like all its appendages?
I think it does. I think it does.
That's actually kind of cool.
I just don't
it's
see
like
a
transformer
of that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all on ball joints. I assume it all kind of turns in and makes a nice roundish ball, as round as you can get in Lego like this. But seems like a pretty neat set. A lot of sand green, which I think everyone's becoming desensitized to now. But sand green's still kind of cool. It was a lot cooler a decade ago.
I don't play Overwatch, so I don't feel like I get as much enjoyment out of these sets as other people would. But I can still appreciate a beautiful set when I see one. And I think that Junkertown one is awesome.
I think for me, I love the whole wave. I don't even play Overwatch. I always like the Overwatch characters though. So like, and man, it's just the detailing of figures in this are like it's above any other Lego theme. I think this is the most detailed Lego theme. So I'm guessing Blizzard put a huge budget, like gave Lego a huge budget to make like just the best they can, and they really are. I mean, these are just fantastic in terms of the detail. Like, look at the hamster figure. Like, what even is that scaling? Like, it looks awesome. Like, he has like he has muscles in his arm.
He does.
Like,
Oh, I
his
didn't
little
notice
I was gonna say,
those.
is he all jacked up or what?
Yeah.
I mean, he's in a
That's
war
cool.
game. He's got to be able to fight somehow.
It's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
That's pretty dope. I didn't notice that
This is
before.
good practice for when Nintendo comes through and we get those Lego Nintendo sets.
Please. Yes, next year, man. Next year, let's hope.
His best stream.
Did
Oh
we even
my
discuss
goodness.
the minions on this podcast? that
Yeah,
they
we
were
did.
making?
It was
Yeah,
in the,
we
pho-
did.
it was
Oh,
in
yeah,
a thumbnail.
Okay,
It was
there
with
you
Matt, I think.
go. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
That happened. We talked about that.
Okay.
Anyway, any other topics? Anything else?
I don't know.
All right.
What about what about your almost meeting? Are you
Oh
skipping that
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. We
yeah,
can tell that
that.
one real quick. I almost met Brixar. It's weird because now this is like 3 weeks ago. So this is the day. Why was I there that day? This is the day they did the Castle Buyers thing, and like the day after they released all the city space sets, like maybe like June 24th. And I was leaving our house in Georgia to come back to our home. And I decided I would leave like early enough in the morning to where I would get to the Lego store right when they opened. I would get some Lego City space sets, which I still haven't built, and bring them home basically to build when I got home. And so when I was there, it happened to be the same day as the Castle Buyers event. So I ended up hanging around and getting one of those mini builds. So I was in the store for like an hour and 10 minutes because I was waiting for them to like organize all the Castle Buyers parts and just like chatting with the employees, which was nice. And so then I leave the Lego store and start heading home. And then when I get to a stop and I like check Instagram, I have a message from Brixar. He's like, apparently I just missed you. And he said he had been sitting in the parking lot for like 30 minutes before going into the store. And like we totally would have had a accidental meetup at the Lego store in Georgia if I had messaged him like I thought about doing to
that'd have been
to meet
awesome.
up.
That
I
would
just
be
didn't think
great.
it turns out it isn't his store, I think, because I thought it wasn't his store. That's why I didn't like message him beforehand to meet up. But he was at that store because his
Okay.
store was out of Castle Buyers. So
If you're ever in Georgia, you gotta message Brixar. I think I hit him up once. I was like, hey. I'm in
yeah,
Georgia.
it was a missed opportunity. But next time I will definitely make sure I message him because I'm sure I'll go to the Lego store next time I'm up there for whatever reason. Who knows what'll be coming out, but it'll
He's such a
happen.
nice guy. What I love about Brixar is he's the same guy in person that you see on the videos. Just the same nice, cool dude. I like him.
Yeah. I've been watching some of his videos lately and really enjoying them. So good stuff from Brixar.
For sure.
Anyway, do we have any other topics now? That was my quick Brixar story at the end here.
Yep.
All right.
No, I think we're good.
Thank you very much for watching Bricks and Bits episode 54. Next week will be episode 55 with how would you say it? Retired Lego leaker CM4Sci. So we'll be
I forgot that.
going
was
in
a
on that.
guest. Oh
if
my gosh.
if you're
I
still
wanna
watching
see
and you
it.
have any questions for him, leave them in the comments section
You guys
below.
have a little feud. This is gonna be good.
I know it's. I don't know if I don't know. It's weird because most of the time we're friendly, except sometimes. So I don't even know.
I don't
We'll
know.
find out.
It's funny.
Anyway,
It's funny
though.
seeing Greg interact.
Anyway, though, Greg, Justin, anything else to say?
Nope.
All right, 10 out of 10 episode. We'll see you all next week with CM4
Okay.
Side.